Hello friends and loved ones, welcome once again to OBAAPA'S recipes. Today's video I'm going to show you how to prepare my delicious chunky okra stew. And this is my dad's favorite because he really loves it with fresh and delicious kenkey. Yes, I just want to show you this recipe because it is just amazing. It will take your, okra stew recipe into the next level. So please don't go nowhere, come and let's get started. Alright friends, so I'm going to start seasoning my meat. I'm using fresh goat meat and beef, aka Ntinitini. That is my favorite part of the beef. And next I'm going to add my cow skin, that is what I have right here, but you can use any meat of your choice. After that, go ahead and add your salt to seasoning, and I'm going to be showing you all my favorite seasoning that I usually use for my cooking, and it is all natural. And of course, I have my sweet Adjeley All pepper seasoning as well, and I'm adding that. If you want some, please go ahead and contact her for your share, okay? And next, I have here my fresh rosemary or dry rosemary. I'm adding in there. On this part, I just blended some ginger, garlic, onion, and I put it in this jar because that way it saves time and I don't have to go through the stress. So I'm adding about 5 to 6, teaspoons of that, and I'm going to use that to season my meat. Friends, we are not done yet, but the taste, and the smell, me say, is so winipa. It smells really nice. So after that, add just a few water and then cover it and leave it to steam for about 40 to 45 minutes. Alright, so we have our okra right here. I'm using 2 packs because I'm making a lot of okra stew today. And of course, I added my garden eggs or eggplant if that is what you have. Go ahead and wash it. And I'm going to end up washing this 2 times because that will be perfect. And then next, we're going to cut our okra. Yeah, so I'm trying to make a lot of stew today so it can last us for a long time. Okay, and also it saves money as well. Alright, so let's start cutting our okra. Remember, we're making a chunky okra stew, okay? So please make sure that you cut it in the chunky way. But don't cut everything into, big sizes because you want to get that slimy, consistency in your okra. So what I did is that I shredded a few of the okra, as you can see on the right side. Yeah, so that way it will be perfect and you can get that slimy consistency in there. And this is how I cut my garden eggs, or I shredded my garden eggs. This is an optional, but I think it saves time. But if you want to cut it, you can feel free and cut your garden eggs or your eggplant, okay? Just however you want it. Next, I just turn my stove into a low medium heat, and I'm adding in here my water. This is hot water, and I'm going to add that. Next, to make your okra a little bit slimy, you can just add half teaspoon of baking soda, and then after you add that, go ahead and stir them up. So if you add the baking soda, it really helps, and don't cover it, leave it to boil for about 7 minutes. Meanwhile, our meat is ready. As you can tell, it has steamed into perfection. That is how I want it, and it smells very nice. So let's cover it back, and then let's go and check our okra. As you can tell, friends, our okra is been boiling for about 60 minutes and it is almost done. On this side, I have here 4 medium-sized tomatoes and a large onion. And that is what we're going to use to cook our stew. So I'm adding my palm oil right here. Yes, and after you let it heat up, go ahead and add your diced onion. And after you add the onion, please stir for a few seconds and then leave it to cook for about 5 minutes. So after 5 minutes, just go ahead and add your blend ginger, garlic, onion in here, okay? Remember, that is the one that I had in my jar. And then go ahead and stir and then leave it on to cook for about 5 to 6 minutes, or you can no longer see any water in there. So after it is well cooked, go ahead and add your meat stock right here. Yes, add it in there, stir for like a few seconds, and then get your diced tomatoes ready because it's about to go in there. Yeah, just like that, you're all done. Stir and then leave it on for about 7 minutes, and then after 7 minutes, you can add all your meat. So I end up dividing the meat into 2 and I air fried some of them. Yeah, so go ahead and then stir your meat and make sure that it's cooked for about a few minutes, and then you are good to go. And I didn't add any extra spices because the spice is enough for me. And of course, I seasoned my meat really well. And that is perfect. And I know the stew is going to taste really fantastic. That is how we want. So next, we're going to add our okra in here. As you can tell, the okra looks so chunky, so beautiful, delicious. It smells like heaven right here. I wish I could have a piece of this stew. But you know what? Let's go ahead and add a few diced onion right here because I like that crunchy taste in my okra stew. And this is the remaining meat I air fried and I'm adding in here right now. Yes, so friends, our okra stew is almost done. Everything looks so perfect. Go and get your Banku or your Kenkey or your Eba ready because it is about to go down. So after you stir, leave it on for about 5 minutes, let it boil for a little bit. But before then, I'm going to add a little bit of salt in here because I did not add salt. I'm not really a big fan of salt, so I add a few of it. Yes, but you can add it in the beginning if that's what you want. All right, friends, so our stew is almost done. I am really pleased with that. So like I said, please go ahead and get your eba or your banku or even your fufu ready and enjoy this beautiful, authentic and classic okra stew right here. So friends, let me go ahead and get my asanka ready because I am about to dish this stew. Of course, my kenkey is ready and my dad really loves his kenkey and especially with this chunky okra stew. All right, friends, so let's go ahead and eat this stew. Of course, you're all invited as well, but don't forget to make this recipe for your loved ones. And also, please don't forget to share this recipe if you truly enjoy this. And until I come your way, I hope you're having a blessed day. And until I see you once again, stay safe, stay joyful, and have a blessed day. Miss Incumbrancy, dear. De ankasa me say so why you been so wa hawo esan say adepadi e wo fia oye me da ma say ma bye we say share.